Hey everyone, Giovanna here with Flow State Financials, where we talk about all things money from small business bookkeeping to personal financial wellness. Today, I'm walking you through sending invoices and receiving payments through QuickBooks. First, I will walk you through a real example, and then I'll show you how you can activate QuickBooks Payments in your account. A quick note that I filmed that on a different day, so you might notice that my outfit is different. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so to send an invoice, I like to go to New and click Invoice. I set myself up as a test customer, so I will add that here. And on the right side, you can see a bunch of options. So one thing that I want to check is that under payment options, only bank transfer is selected. And I dive into this more later in the video. So let's fill out the invoice details. We will call this services, just call this test, and let's do a rate of $10. And up here, you can change net terms. My standard is net 10, so I will keep that as is, but of course, you can select other options. You can also customize the content here and also play around with the design, so different fonts or colors. And in the notes section here, I like to just say thank you. And I also include my bank details, just in case the client prefers to send payments directly through their own bank rather than going through the QuickBooks invoice link. And then you can send the invoice directly from QuickBooks, or if you prefer to send a PDF, you can print or download. And this is what our invoice looks like. And again, you can totally customize this with your logo, changing the colors, the fonts, the style, etc. So you'll notice that here under ways to pay, it only says bank. And then in the note, it includes my banking details. However, to make this super easy for clients to pay the invoice, there's also a button where they can view and pay. So let's check that out. So clicking that link will bring you here where you can simply enter your bank account information. So your client can just enter that in and click pay. And then if you go to sales and invoices, you can see the invoice status. So if we click into this one that we just made, we can see that it was sent, opened, and viewed 2 times. Now here is another invoice that I tested a few days ago. And I actually paid the invoice, so you can see that it is marked as deposited. And let's click into it for more information. And again, you can see that it was opened, sent, viewed 3 times, paid, and deposited. It also outlines the fee here. So QuickBooks does charge 1% for every ACH that is processed through their QuickBooks Payments system. So it is certainly better than credit card fees, but if you sell a very high dollar amount every month, this still might not be worth it for you. But if you are okay with the 1% fee, I think that it makes it really simple to send and receive payments for your invoices and makes it really easy for your clients to pay you as well. And you also get regular email updates along the way. So, for example, this is the email that I got to my personal account when I paid that invoice. And then from my Flow State account, I got this email that confirmed that I had been paid. I also got this email letting me know that money was on the way. So finally, let's check out our bank transactions. You can see here that I received $10 into the Flow State business account, and then I had a 10-cent fee. Again, this is because of the 1% ACH transaction fee. So 1% of $10 is 10 cents. And you can see here that one match was found for each of these transactions. So the $10 is matched to the deposit for my client test invoice. Let's click match. And then here is where it gets interesting. QuickBooks automatically created an expense to account for this 10-cent fee. And if I click here, we can see more information. So QuickBooks automatically created this 10-cent fee under the QuickBooks Payments Fees account. And you can see additional details here. I saw this 10-cent charge in my bank account, so now we just want to match the transaction. And again, it's super easy as QuickBooks already found the match, so we will just go ahead and confirm it here. And if you look at your P&L, you can see the line item here for your QuickBooks payments fees. And we can see the 10 cents for our test transaction here. And I really appreciate that QuickBooks deposits your full amount and then manages all fees separately. Some platforms deduct the fee before they deposit money into your account. So instead of seeing $10 as income and then 10 cents as a payment fee expense, you would only see $9.90 as income. And of course, you can manage this with clearing accounts and adjusting journal entries, but that is additional work and more steps. And I definitely recommend chatting with your bookkeeper or accountant if you have any questions about that. And because this was just a test, I don't want to categorize the $10 that I paid as income. So instead, I put it on the balance sheet as an owner's contribution. And you can find that here for the full $10. Okay, so before we dive into the other video where I show you how to set up QuickBooks Payments, I want to show you one thing that I missed. And this is turning on or off the different payment methods that you want to accept. So to do this, you can go to the gear icon here and then click Company Settings. And then you'll want to go to the Sales tab here. And then under Invoice Payments, you can choose the types of methods that you would like to accept. And you can simply click the pencil icon here and select. I talk more about this in the upcoming video, but I am only accepting ACH at the moment because I am trying to reduce my overall fees. Okay, so in the upcoming section, you will see how you can activate your QuickBooks Payments account. Hello all, this is a quick video to show you how to set up QuickBooks Payments in your QuickBooks account. And this allows you to receive payments from your customers directly through the invoice link that you send to them. So first, we need to activate QuickBooks Payments in our account. So there are a few ways that you can do this, and let's walk through them. So for one, you can click the gear icon here and then go to Company Settings. And then from here, you'll click the Payments tab. If you have not already set up QuickBooks Payments, you will see the green Activate Payments button here. Another way you can do this is directly through an invoice that you are creating. To do that, you can click the New button here and then click Invoice. And once you're in the invoice, you can click the drop down next to Payment Options here. And then next to Payment Details, you can click Manage. So this will open up a new tab and you can see it brings us directly to the payments page under the company settings that we just looked at. And if you're curious, you can click here to see how QuickBooks Payments rates compare to other payment processors. So let's take a look. Here you can see how QuickBooks compares to both Square and Stripe. I'm going to be sending invoices to my monthly bookkeeping clients, and I want to keep my fees as low as possible. So because of that, I'm only going to offer ACH as an option. You can see here that it is 1% with a $15 max versus allowing credit cards, which would charge me 2.8%. So feel free to pause the video if you want to check out these different rates in greater detail. All right, so let's click Activate Payments. So then this screen will appear where you can apply to accept online payments and add in your business details. And you can also see the rates again here. All right, so I will fill out my business information and meet you on the next page. And then once you fill out your business information, you'll be prompted to fill out some personal information as well. So I will complete these fields and meet you on the next page. And then finally, you can choose your deposit account. And this is where your funds will go once you get paid. And because I already linked my business checking account with QuickBooks, I can see that it is an option here. And to be able to use it for payments, I'll need to verify it first. So let's click Verify here. And I'll walk through this setup process. So this is a business account. And it looks like that was it. So let's go ahead and click Review and Finish. And you can see that I have green check marks next to all three steps and that my deposit account has been selected. So it's important to review the terms of service and all of the details down here. But as long as you agree, you can click Get Set Up. Okay, looks like I'm all set. I hope that this video walkthrough was helpful in showing you how you can activate QuickBooks Payments in your account. Now let's see how the payments section of our company settings have now been updated. First, you'll want to select an account. And since I linked my business checking account, I want to make sure that that is the account from my chart of accounts that I am using. And I can confirm that it is this one here, so I will click Save Account. And now you can see that this page is totally updated. You can see deposit speeds for both credit cards and bank transfers. The deposit account is confirmed as my business checking account. And my business checking is also confirmed under chart of accounts. All right, that looks good. So let's click Done. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful in showing you a behind the scenes look on both sending invoices through QuickBooks and accepting payments through their QuickBooks Payments service. I have more videos on the way and would be so grateful if you could give us a like and subscribe to stay tuned. And if you are starting or growing a business and have any bookkeeping questions, please reach out. Our website is linked below, and I would love to support however I can. As always, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.